Hi, I hope you're having a good day. So I thought I'd talk about Aviate Finance. It's about 3 months too late since I talked about this one. Well, actually, I haven't even talked about it, but so many YouTubers were talking about it 3 months ago when it launched. But I've kind of come back to it because it of who Aviate Finance is linked with. Okay, so when I first saw this scheme, I didn't think much of it. Okay, but I kind of let it go. I let it slide. But now I'm kind of coming back to it. So let me just read this. This is from the Discord. So Aviate secured investor funds on a clear value proposition. It has not delivered and has been beset with problems from day one of launch. The red flag, from my point of view, is that talk already of diversification into FAMCO, which is also linked to truth seekers. The Aviate team should not have mentioned far higher returns in all of their AMAs and constantly reference Michael's bot earning 1% per day. Under promise and over deliver always. Raising expectations was a communication mistake. I run other expert advisors and they all achieved far better results last week. Aviate was my diversification, not FAMCO. So this Aviate in 3 weeks of trading has delivered about 1% returns in total. So the last week, apparently when it's using all of the funds, they've only created 0.18% returns, which to be honest with you is okay. Okay. But it's not what they kind of promised. So if I just sort of go to the website, um, okay, let's go full screen now. Get rid of that. So this is the Aviate website. I'm not going to go through it. I'm just going to focus on the very first sort of line, really, of the website. The transparent trading protocol. Aviate invests in institutional, only high yield, okay, trading bots. The purpose of our project is to give retail investors access to these bots, which usually require a large amount of capital to enter. We believe in full transparency and share extensive trading logs before pre-sale and ongoing. So I've no idea whether they're trading or not, okay? Trading logs and stuff like that, they're easy to manufacture. You look at FX Master Gold, for instance, okay? They colluded with the broker and they weren't actually doing any trading, okay? It was just one big Ponzi, okay? So I'm not saying this is necessarily a Ponzi, but the point is they have offered high yield. Okay. Now, 0.18% to these people is not high yield. If you looked at the AMAs and stuff like that, they were sort of saying 10%. Okay. Most of these YouTubers are 10%, okay, per month and 0.18% in a week. And they've done 3 weeks so far and they've got about 1% in 3 weeks. That does not equate to 10%. All right. It's miles off. All right. If they've got this bot in place that they should have back tested and it should be kind of up and running straight away. So there's kind of no excuses that, oh, we're still testing it and all of that. I mean, that's just experimental stuff. They shouldn't be in that position. So it seems to me dodgy as hell. All right. And the people behind it, so we've got truth seekers who are involved with BAMCO. And also, I've seen other comments where Dow King, another YouTuber who's invested in Truth Seekers. It just seems all very shady. The guy who's supposed to be in charge of Aviate, Joshua, I think is Joshua or something he's called. Okay, and he's in the Discord quite a lot. He's supposed to be in charge of the project. All right, but when people start asking questions, like this guy. Okay, so if we just play this video.
Aviate Finance, and again, this is just my opinion. You guys can listen to this, make whatever you want out of it. But I was in the Aviate Discord, I was asking questions, and lo and behold, I got muted. And the reason I got muted, I'm not too sure. Josh was answering my questions, and then next thing you know, the next morning, I can't even access anything on their Discord. It looks like they created a nice role for me. So as we take a look at my role here, it's a nice solid dash. And if you're wondering why are these other people the same color as me, well, they don't have any roles, so they have access to the Discord. But I have a nice dash. I'm no longer able to chat in the general chat, no longer able to see anything else than just the announcement and minor announcements. So again, why are they banning me or muting me from their Discord? I was asking questions about their trade logs. I was asking questions about who was in charge of the money, who was in charge of moving the money from the contract to the centralized exchange. And I did post this in my Discord here. The last conversation I had in the Aviate general chat was me asking who was in charge of the funds. And this person here, the CAD guy, said, I asked the same question yesterday. He said he will manage it as Joshua is doxxed. And then I said, so there's only one person managing the funds from the contract to the centralized exchange. And next thing you know, I was muted or banned from this Discord. Now, 9 days ago, I made this video titled How to Calculate Your Earnings with the AV.
So basically, he was banned, okay, or muted, basically the same thing, from asking normal questions. I mean, this guy seems pretty well-rounded, pretty sensible guy. He's got 23,000 subscribers to his channel, Selected Investments. I have no idea about the channel. I mean, I've only just found it today because I've been looking at Aviate reviews and things like that. So he's got banned. He's invested in it, okay, and he's asking questions. It seems crazy that you can't ask simple questions. Who's in charge of this? Who's in charge of that? You know, why can't you ask a question like that? I want to know who the CEO is. I want to know who's in charge of doing this. Oh, some people might not want to know, okay? But if you want to know, you ask a simple question like that, then you should get a sensible answer back. You shouldn't be getting banned for asking difficult questions, all right, which don't even seem to be difficult. So if it's a legitimate business, if it's legitimately trading, what have they got to fear? Okay, why is somebody like this getting banned? It doesn't make any sense. And I just find the whole thing fishy because it's, you know, it seems like Aviate, Bamco, truth seekers, and a lot of YouTubers seem to be connected. All right. That's where I'm kind of coming from this angle. This is why I kind of looking into Aviate Finance now. It seems like there's a bit of a connection going on here, and it shouldn't be the case. I mean, who's running this company? Is it Joshua, or is it Lou from Truth Seekers? Is it Dow King from Truth Seekers? When all they're about really is, you know, just doxing people. Okay, how can you trust these guys? Okay, to do that job? You know, that's all their job should be is KYC. Okay, that's all it's about. Having the truth of who is actually the CEO of a company, who's running the company. And then when this guy asks the questions, he gets banned. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then they're not getting the sort of rewards back that they promised. Miles off it. Okay, they promised high yield trading bots. All right, and they're not getting high yields. All right. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing to say in the first place. It's ridiculous to promise high yields. How can anybody promise high yields in trading? You know, you can't promise this. So making these promises in the first place is just kind of a red flag to begin with. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't like the project. But so many YouTubers were pushing this high percentage, high yield returns. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'm going to have something to eat and a cup of tea. So hope you enjoy your day. And that's me out. Aviate Finance. Avoid like the plague, in my opinion.